Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Robotics Notes Elite. As you can see, we are piloting this giant robot, this very dangerous robot that has been fitted with as much as it can in order to be ready to hopefully save the world, if you will. We are off to fight Misaki to destroy the giant spider and hopefully save the day. I don't know how that's all going to go, but it was really cool to see in the previous episodes all of Tanegashima kind of come together with the power of anime and whatever hope they have to put all their efforts together to quite literally save the world. Very awesome to see, and I have absolutely no idea how this is going to go. Time and time again in this entire story, we've seen these guys scramble against these insane odds to win in whatever they're going up against. Robo won, the Expo, given everything, that happened leading up to that. So on and so forth. And here we are for the final fight, and this is the one that will really count. So here we go. At Akiho's orders, I stop inputting the advance command. My shoulders are stiff. I've lost almost all sensation in my ass. Repeatedly inputting the same command for hours isn't hard, but the shaking is really getting to me. But finally, after nearly 5 hours, we've arrived. The gate to the Osaki launch complex always has a guard. Entrance is forbidden for unrelated personnel. But right now, there are no guards. The gate is wide open. Up ahead waits Misane and Kimijima Ko. The rocket loaded with the BHB is supposed to be launched in less than 30 minutes. Oh, how times have greatly changed. Can we pour one out for good old Model 2? And then we got kicked out after it was revealed that the TNSC would be launching its first rocket in years. I never even dreamed back then that we'd be returning here like this. Talk about a twist of fate. To be honest, I'm pretty fired up. Okay, what time is it right now? Okay. If we had spent even another hour on maintenance and refinement, we wouldn't have made it in time. We're also fortunate that the enemy didn't attack us along the way. It looks like Misane and her team are focused on defending the launch site. Yeah, good luck to you as well. Yeah, Nai is actually running another team that's actually going to infiltrate and actually be the team that's going to stop the rocket launch. Her team will actually be the one saving the day. We're just here for the big mecha anime fight. And also for Kaito to succeed, hopefully, in defeating Misaki once and for all. I take a deep breath. I stretch my arms out wide to loosen up my body. I bend and extend my knees in the narrow cockpit. Good thing we didn't have to use the restroom at any point. Nobody has said anything since Nai-san's report. Even Michi puts a lid on his pro tips. With the decisive battle ahead of us, everyone is probably nervous, doing their best to calm their hearts and minds. To be honest, I had kinda hoped some adults would step in and save the day. I mean, the military and the police exist for stuff like this, right? On top of that, Sawada never got back to us. I guess the anti-Kimijima Ko virus didn't make it in time. Regardless, out of everyone on Earth, the only people in any position right now to stop the rocket launch is us. We're the only ones who made it here. There's no turning back now. We can't stop here. There's only 30 minutes until that rocket launches, leading to the deaths of 5 billion people. In that half hour, the fate of all humanity will be decided. We're cutting it real damn close. This is our last chance. But I couldn't care less about it. If I focused on that, I would never be able to beat Misane. And I will defeat her. I'll become number 1. Yeah, again, Frau will actually update the leaderboards, trust. That is my one and only victory condition.
いいか、よく聞けお前ら。
The first to open his mouth and break the silence is our very own delinquent advisor.
緊張をほぐすためのとっておきの豆知識を先生が教えてやるからな。
God fucking damn it.
手のひらに人っていう字を3回書いて飲み込むんだ。
それ豆知識でも何でもないよ。
何にせよ、あんまり無様なところ見せんなよ、ヤシオ。今な、先生の生中継、世界中の人が見ててよ。日本語だけじゃなく、英語やらフランス語やらポルトガル語やらアラビア語やらで応援メッセージが大量に来てやがる。
Wait, what? First I've heard of it.
ま、要するに世界はお前らの味方だってこった。
Yeah, how about that pressure? Akiho's expression grows serious.
みんな準備はいい？作戦通りにやればきっと勝てる。
We don't need words anymore. I need some fucking water. I can just tell by looking at everyone's faces through my Pokecom. We're ready.
アキちゃん、号令を。
あきほちゃん。部長先輩。
部長。アキちゃん。
Man, the trust that everyone has grown to put into Akiho. That is just awesome. Truly, the development here has been so much fun with all of these different characters.
よーし、スーパーガンツクワン突入せよ。
Alrighty. What's going on here? What are we following? As I advance up to the gentle uphill slope, my field of vision suddenly widens. This is the Osaki Launch Complex, the place where countless rockets have been launched. Despite the absurd situation we find ourselves in with the fate of humanity on the line, I can hear the sound of waves in the distance. It's tranquil, but not a person in sight. Nothing has changed from the usual peaceful atmosphere of Tanegashima. On Launch Pad 1, Black 1 stands tall, set to launch in 15 minutes. It's much bigger than I expected. Now that I think about it, this is the first time I've seen a rocket up close and personal. And next to it is a large black spider, the rocket's guardian, Sumeragi. It doesn't look any different from the one at the expo. Is Misane in there? I don't see any other people. Misane should have a few of her terrorist comrades left. Nai-san must be right, and they're focused on launching the rocket. In other words, if we defeat Sumeragi, most of our problems will be solved. This is a true 1v1. A classic fighting game matchup. Now then, what is her first move?
警告する。
Misane's voice echoes throughout the launch site.
お姉ちゃん。
それ以上進むならあなたたちを殺すわ。カイ、アキ、私にそんなことをさせないで。お願い、今すぐ引き返しなさい。
嫌だよ。
Akiho shouts.
うちらはお姉ちゃんを倒しに来たの。お姉ちゃんを倒してお姉ちゃんを助けてあげるから。そんな揺さぶりはやめて。
In response to Akiho, Misane says nothing.
アキちゃん、ナイス。
見直したぞ、セノミヤ妹。いや、アキホ。
We knew from the beginning we wouldn't be able to talk things out. That much was just made clear to us once again. Our enemy is truly serious. If we don't take them out, we're dead. Which is why...
俺さ、たぎってきちゃったよ。
There's already adrenaline coursing through my veins.
みんな作戦通りに。うちとスバルとアイリでスメラギのミサイルは無力化する。
Oh guys, I am actually really hyped for this.
サンダーエンペラーにミサイルが当た
I
ら
am
ないよう
really,
に
really hyped.
スーパーガンツクワンの影に隠れるように進んでね。
I'm also going to reveal here that I'm recording this on the same day as the previous recording session because I am just that hyped. I want to see how things go down.
安全運転だ、任せろ。
ジュンはレーザー銃座で給電。動きが激しくなるかもしれないけど頑張って。
Oh yeah, gonna be a lot of moving around here.
カイ、長期戦に戻 持ち込まれるとこっちが不利になるから、チャンスは1回だけだよ。
オッケー。
I still have the space candy I got from Akiho before we left today. I had kept it in my pocket the whole time. I take the wrapper off and pop it into my mouth. The refreshing mint flavor flows up through my nose, stimulating my brain. Combat mode. I shut out all distractions. I focus all 5 of my senses on the monitor in front of me.
みんな絶対に死んじゃダメだからね。
Man, Kill Ballad has never been so useful in any circumstance compared to now. This is truly it. This is Kill Ballad right
作戦
here.
開始。
それじゃあ対戦始めようか、タジに。
Yeah, all those times where I was talking shit about Kaito always playing games and stuff, all those times that even all the other characters were talking shit. Yeah, who's laughing now,
ラウ
right?
ンド1、ファイトだ。
I input the advanced command. Super Gun Build 1 takes a single step toward the black spider. It instantly responds. Its 6 legs shake and start to wriggle. Looks like she's ready to meet us in combat.
カイ、何があっても止まっちゃダメだよ。とにかく間合いを詰めるの。
Not that I need to be told. Sorry, but the only thing I see now is that spider Misane is riding. Oh, lovely. Getting right to it. A missile pod comes sliding out from the spider's torso. It really does have missiles.
ミサイル来るぞ。
What, were we hoping they wouldn't? I mean, I guess that's a good hope, but no, I mean, there were eyewitnesses on that shit, so yeah, of course it's gonna have the missiles. Super Gun Build 1 is unarmed. If I take a direct hit, I'll get 1 shot. Nevertheless, I input the advanced command. Yeah, hopefully we can miss this shit. The missiles spew flames behind them. Misane starts by firing 2. They're heading right for me. A direct course, but
止まるかよ。
I continue to move forward. The moment I take another step, the 2 missiles suddenly change direction. Okay, good start. The robot's frame shakes from the shockwave of the blast.
おっと。
I almost dropped my Pokecom on the floor. If I break the screen, then it's all over. As for the missiles, they collided with the wrong targets. One hit a nearby embankment, and the other a building.
AR デコイ有効っぽい。やった！みんなどんどんタグを貼り付けちゃって。
I can tell just by looking at the screen. New geotags are being stuck in real time all over the Osaki launch complex. 10, 20, 30. After just a brief amount of lag, each geotag spawns a gun barrel the same size as Super Gun Build 1. The geotags have AR annotations stuck to them, so the moment a row reads them, it automatically recognizes them. As a result, there are over 30 life-size gun barrels swarming the Osaki launch complex, and they're still increasing. These are our AR decoys. How do you like that, Misane? It is creative. Okay, are we still following, who are we following? The blast of the missile hitting a nearby embankment is enough to almost make me cower on the spot. I've never experienced this kind of heat and impact before. This thing really is a weapon meant for killing people. Okay, I think we're following Misaki. If Yashio-kun got hit with one of those missiles while inside of Super Gun Build 1, he'd die. Okay, maybe this isn't Misaki. Who are we following? No, not just Yashio-kun. There's a chance a missile could chase after us and hit us too. I'm scared. My knees are shaking. But it's not just my knees. My hands holding the laser gun mount are also trembling. Okay, we're following Juna. Yeah, it didn't say anything, did it? Our only ray of hope are the AR decoys. Right next to me, Airi-chan and Hidaka-kun are still furiously tapping away at their Pokecoms. Koshiro-san is getting amped up in the passenger seat of the truck.
はしゃぐなよ、コナちゃん。狙い通りだったけどさ。純ちゃん、送電途切れさせたりしないでよ。スーパーガンツクワンの生命線なんだから。
I clench my teeth and channel strength into my knees in response.
はい、頑張ります。
If I give up now, Super Gun Build 1 won't be able to move. I have to keep shooting this laser at the antenna on the giant robot's back. That's the duty that has been entrusted to me. I need to see this through. I made a promise to Hidaka-kun. I told him that I'd work hard enough for the both of us. Super Gun Build 1 continues to advance. Meanwhile, the spider hasn't taken a single step. Oh, more missiles. More missiles. Another 2 are coming this way. Please don't hit us. I pray frantically, but I don't close my eyes. If I close them, the laser beam would drift. One of the missiles hits the VAB door. The other one flies off to the lightning rod at launch pad 2 and explodes. They didn't hit us again. It's like a miracle. I want to cry, but I hold back the tears. Everyone, you're all so amazing. Exco doesn't have a history in military use hugs, leading Hidaka-kun to theorize that Sumeragi's missiles were acquired on the black market. Kojiro-san chimed in after that. She said that it obviously wouldn't have a missile control system, so they probably had to substitute it with something else. When she found that Sumeragi was actually connected to Iro, we came up with this strategy.
時間がなくてかなりの突貫工事だったわけだが、今のスメラギの目には実物体のガンバレルが20機とか30機とか映ってる。で、ミサイルがそのデコイに自動的に狙いを定めちゃう。
Of course, the person who came up with this little trick was...
クラウちゃん大勝利。
Kojiro-san shouts like she's in the middle of playing a video game. It's thanks to her that my fears have been alleviated a little bit.
これではっきりしましたね。スメラギのミサイルは画像認識誘導です。高度なことをやろうとしたのが逆にあだになったわけです。
悪いねミサネ。そのクソったれなミサイルはスーパーガンツクワンには当たらない。
As though reacting to Yashio-kun's words, the spider fires more missiles.
今度は4発。
Yashio-kun and Mr. Nagafukata driving the Thunder Emperor behind him don't stop advancing. Everything will be okay. All 4 missiles change direction and fly off to separate targets, almost as though they're trying to avoid us. Awesome, they missed again. We're getting close to the spider now. It's okay, we'll be okay. Just then, the sound of a massive explosion erupts from behind me. My back is struck with an intense blast and a wall of heat. It feels like I'm about to get blown away. I almost fall out of the truck bed. My head nearly goes blank. But the teachings of my dad and grandpa during training come to mind. Act with simplicity and fortitude to bring forth great virtue. I may be weak. I may have lost all my matches on the first round, but I can't afford to lose today. I need to be strong. Go forth with simplicity and fortitude, Daitoku Juna. Go. I plant my feet into the bed of the truck and take a firm stance. I twist my ankle, causing an intense pain to shoot through my leg, but I ignore it. I desperately hold onto the laser gun mount and restore my posture.
Daitoku, 振り落とされんなよ。
Nice. Okay, so something that I just did during all of that was pull up the guide. It's worth noting that there's going to be some shit that we got to input, and if we make a mistake, we will get a bad ending. So, I'm going to save the game. And, how do I lock it? With the insert key, which I always lose on my keyboard. There it is. Yeah, I actually don't have like a keycap that says insert, so gotta really pray whenever I'm pressing buttons. Okay, so we will utilize that save if I make a mistake here going forward. I've managed to get the distance between Sumeragi and I down to 30 meters. The blast from a missile exploding nearby had me scared that I might fall over, but I'm okay.
資料によれば、スメラギ搭載のミサイルポッドは10発。それが間違いじゃなければ、残りは2発です。
これをしのげば、ラウンド1は俺が取ったようなもんでしょう。
I advance without fear. I just have a very bad feeling that she may use the last 2 missiles as like a suicide sort of attack. So she'll explode with us, basically. The spider moves its legs. It takes one step back after another, trying to put more distance between us. Like hell, you're getting away. Super Gun Build 1 is fast enough to keep up with the spider's movement. Advance. Input command. Do your thing, monopoles. The distance narrows. 10 meters. But she won't fire. Is she going to switch to melee combat? Or did she lose the will to fight after seeing all of the decoys? Is she saving those last 2 missiles? You're never gonna beat me with strats like that. Don't underestimate me, Misane. Advance. Just a few more meters and she'll be in range. Yep, there they are. The final missiles. I'm too close. Oh, here we go, maybe? Well, we're in slow-mo mode, so methinks it's time. The flow of time suddenly slows down. The missiles keep approaching. One of them is already turning in a completely different direction. The problem is the last missile. It's too close to Super Gun Build 1. Before it'll be able to change course to one of the decoys, it'll slam right into me. Damn it, did Misane calculate this? Thanks to Akiho's instant response, I've managed to activate slow-mo. But considering Super Gun Build 1's specs, I won't be able to dodge at this range. It hurts to breathe, I feel like I'm suffocating. The warmth is quickly leaving my hands and feet. Yet my head is so hot that I feel like I've burst a blood vessel. I'm so itchy that I want to tear at my skin. But even then, think, Kaito. How are you gonna get out of this? Find a way. I read the missile's trajectory. I expand my own awareness. I make my consciousness one with the machine. I synchronize my reality with Super Gun Build 1's reality. It's gonna be a gamble. I wait on the timing. I have exactly 4 frames. Got the angle. Pile bunker, fire. Nope, here we go. Uh-oh. Gamer mode. I don't think there was a time limit on that, so luckily, not too bad. I quickly input the command. The left pile bunker begins to eject from its container. It's still slow. The normal flow of time has yet to return to the world. The robot's frame shakes as the pile bunker ejects. My body shakes violently along with it. The tip of the pile bunker. It's a crapshoot as to whether it'll hit the missile or not. Oh, we're back to real time. Oh, we're gonna get fucking hit, man. This is gonna really hurt. Okay, what's happening? Who are we following now? Okay, there's the explosion. Did we die? Nope, we're alive in there. It looked like the missile from Sumeragi scored a direct hit on Super Gun Build 1's body. I scream at the top of my lungs, all the while trying to prevent myself from getting blown away by the blast. But I immediately see that Kai is safe through my Pokecom monitor, albeit not looking all that great. Okay, we're following Akiho. Just imagining Kai gone was enough to make my chest feel like it would burst open. My heart is pounding. I'm glad Kai is safe, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain. And I know very well how much he suffers after an attack. Damn, bro. Shit. The end of the Super Gun Build 1's left pile bunker has been blown to bits from stopping the missile. It's useless now. But now Kai is so close to Sumeragi that he could probably touch it. It's within the pile bunker's range. Our strategy worked. We closed the distance on Sumeragi. But at the same time, that means we're in range of its front leg blades. The AR decoys aren't going to help us from here on out. Kai's piloting is the only thing we can rely on. Yep, a little bit. To be honest, I didn't want to push the button. I didn't want to give Kai an attack. Yesterday, soon after returning from Uchagaoka Park with Airi and Nai-san, Kai gave me this weird remote control. Is this the first time that we're actually seeing Kaito's model, by the way? I feel like it is. He said that with a mischievous grin on his face as he showed me the inside of his backpack. At the time, I couldn't believe that Kai would go out of his way to use such a dangerous evil weapon. but he insisted. According to him, he needed it to defeat my big sis.
実戦で使えるかどうか試してみたいんだよね。そのリモコンのボタンを押すと装置が動き出すからさ、ちょっと離れたところから押してみてくれない？
カイが自分で実験台になるの？
そうでもしないと効果のほどがわからないでしょ？
I wasn't super okay with it, but without much of a choice, I decided to press the button. Kai had an attack, and it was clear as day that this device caused it. Kai smiled, explaining that our chances of winning just went up. Hey Kai, you've never thought of anything but winning, have you? All I wanted to do was have fun playing games with you and Big Sis. My gaze falls down to the remote control in my hands. If I keep using this, Kai's body won't hold. The more I use it, the more his life might be in danger. Kai, this is too cruel, Kai. Why would you entrust me with something like this? Just then, I see Sumeragi slowly start to raise its body. The way it has its two front legs up makes it look like a praying mantis. Big Sis is serious.
それを食らっちゃダメ。
Aki!
Time to do it again. Again. I press the button again. Kai, how can you ask me to do this without any hesitation? When I think about how much you're suffering, I want to break down into tears. Super Gun Build 1 moves with amazing accuracy and speed. Almost as though it predicted the future, it dodges Sumeragi's right blade as it comes down. The spider then immediately follows up with its left leg blade. I know Kai is going to ask me again. He's going to ask me to press the button. I don't want to. Kai will die. My fingers holding the remote control tremble. The thought of Kai disappearing scares me so much that I can't help it.
ダメ。できないよ。
I unconsciously cry out. I can't press it. Super Gun Build 1 fires its remaining pile bunker. With perfect timing, it hits the joint of the spider's front leg as it swings down. He did that without slow-mo? Kai, you're incredible. Super Gun Build 1 takes a step back using the force of the recoil. Sumeragi returns its legs to the ground and pursues. Big Sis is going to kill him.
だってカイが死んじゃう。
If I push the button, I'll be killing him. What should I do? After closing the distance, Sumeragi raises one front leg to the side. The blade gleams a bright golden yellow. It's not just a mere blade. Please run. Just as I'm about to scream those words out loud, Super Gun Build 1 takes a step towards Sumeragi. He stepped forward?
信じてるからそっちも信じろ。
Damn. Those are some powerful words right there. Shit. That's right, I made a promise. When I accepted this remote control, I promised not to hesitate. Kai gave it to me because he believed in me. Back on the deck of the MF and M&A, he held my hand the entire time. Big Sis held my hand when I woke up in the hospital. I believe that Kai will be okay. That he'll save Big Sis. That he won't leave me alone and disappear. And that's because...
俺が負けるわけないでしょ。俺を誰だと思ってるわけ？
You love games. You hate losing. You're the boy I've always loved ever since we were kids. If I don't believe in Kai, who will? Super Gun Build 1's pile bunker shifts to a 45-degree angle. Sumeragi immediately swings its blade in an attempt to block Kai's attack. Get fired up. Come on, Aki. It's now or never. Grant me the courage to press this button.
Aki!
I believe in you. Win, Kai.
Aki!
Which leads us to having to save the game again because I don't trust myself. I haven't made a mistake yet, but you never know. It could happen. I wonder, is there a time limit? I should look for that. When she hesitated last time, I wasn't sure what I would do, but she came through this time. Thank you, Aki-chan. I've never experienced using slow-mo 3 times in a row before. It feels like a bomb's exploded in my head. That's the sort of intense pain we're talking here. My vision is flickering. I want to scream in agony, but my voice won't come out. The spider's blade slowly moves, looking to sweep Super Gun Build 1's leg. After waiting 2 frames, now. Okay, it doesn't look like we have a time limit. That's nice to know. So it's basically like, just don't press the wrong button, you know? That's basically our situation. Perfect timing. I predict the path of the blade approaching Super Gun Build 1's leg and fire the pile bunker. Hit it. Please hit it. Slowly, as though it's being sucked in. The tip of the pile bunker slams down into the blade from above. Well, back to normal speed. And Pain will also be joining us. Yep, there it is. The pile bunker scores a direct hit on the spider's blade. The blade shatters in 2. I wait for the pile bunker to retract again. The spider starts lifting its other blade. We're almost at 0 distance. Hell, we're almost touching. The spider's front leg will have to swing at a longer than normal trajectory in order to swipe at me. I'll make it in time. At this range, I'm faster. Okay, this is the 4th time. Kaito's heart is basically a potato now. The 4th time. My head throbs as if countless cockroaches are crawling around inside of it. I've lost almost all sensation in my legs. At this range, where we're almost touching, I can see where the FOS is with my own 2 eyes. I turn slightly. I adjust the angle of the pile bunker. Hit it. Oh, I will, trust. As I, hesitate with some of my key presses because I don't want to make a mistake. Fire. In this slow, dead world, there is no sound, but the impact shakes the machine's frame and my entire body. My shoulders dig into the seat. There's still no pain. Everything suddenly comes flooding back into me as the silent world echoes, ends. Come on, Michael. We got this. We can speak these words. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? Nice, okay, that did a little bit of damage. I felt that.
ヒットしました。肉眼で確認。
すごい。
Yeah, that was 4 in a row. Sumeragi's core, the FOS. I scored a direct hit on the right side. With this, half of the spider won't be able to move. The remaining 3 legs on the left side are still wriggling about. You just don't know when to give up, do you? In my foggy awareness, I go to finish it off with another attack. Okay, let's save the game again because, again, I don't want to make these mistakes, gamers. I really don't. I don't want to look like a fool. Not this far in, at least. Suddenly, there's an intense release of compressed air from Sumeragi's body. Like a smokescreen, it engulfs the entire spider. The strength leaves its legs. The spider's belly virtually rips open and its body splits. From inside, a slender humanoid silhouette slowly rises up. This is not what we wanted to happen.
キャストオフしました。
There, from within the giant body of the spider, rises forth a slim bipedal robot about half the height of Super Gun Build 1.
これが
The smoke clears.
雷。
オフ。
すげえな。
かっこいい。
Okay, Akiho, not the time for that.
見とれてる場合。
ごめん。カイ、注意して。あの人もこう言ってた。
Oh, come on. This is really not the time for this,
力
Akiho.
攻めで落とせる相手ではないぞって。
You don't have to tell me that. I once again turn my attention to Kaminagi. A jet black body. Human-like arms equipped with hands and fingers. Long, slender legs. It's almost like a medieval knight clad in black armor. I can see why Akiho was so enraptured. According to the data, Kaminagi stands a little over 5 meters tall. It's about half the height of Super Gun Build 1. Our robot is nearly twice the size. So then, why is this thing projecting such an overwhelming aura? It has a demonic presence. yet I find myself entranced by it. I can't help but tremble, but I set the pile bunker to a 45-degree angle.
Action, slow-mo!
Okay, so this is the 5th time. I wonder what we'll be able to do here. It'll probably dodge our shit here in slow-mo, I feel. Round 2 has already begun. Little does she know that she wastes her time posing. She's already in range of my pile bunker. Input command. Accurately and without error. I'll try. I'll honestly try. Damn, I'm so good at video games. Eat this, Misane. Yeah, we're getting cocky. I don't like this. Victory is mine. The pile bunker once again fires and produces its painful recoil. But... yeah, I knew it. Oh, we are so dead. We are so fucking goners here. Kaminagi rapidly steps to the side. She dodged it? That reaction speed is insane. My timing should have been perfect.
何あの動き。早っ。
まずい。機体性能差は予想以上です、先輩。そんなの分かってるっつの。
My heart is pounding out of control. Even though slow-mo is over, I still feel like I'm suffocating. Oh yeah, we are dead. With a lightness to its step, Kaminagi has already made its way around Super Gun Build 1. Already? My movement speed isn't fast enough to turn around. The cockpit has a 360-degree view, but my eyes can't keep up with Misane's speed. So instead I opt to advance and put some distance between us. But I'm not gonna make it in time. I'm prepared to take a hit or two. And just as I look over, I realize Kaminagi isn't even looking at Super Gun Build 1. I was wrong. Misane's target wasn't me. It's the Thunder Emperor. Ah, shit. Thunder Emperor suddenly takes off. The truck's 660cc engine roars. The power generator in tow topples over and sparks fly. Still, Thunder Emperor manages to skim by Kaminagi's side and drives off toward the VAB. Misane doesn't attempt to pursue them, instead choosing to keep her distance from Super Gun Build 1.
Misane!
I thought this was a 1v1 between me and Misane, but despite that, she went after Michi and the others. They were completely defenseless. She most likely wanted to destroy our robot's power source, but even then, she knows damn well what would happen to the 5 people riding in that truck. I mean, she's not thinking about this as a game. Yeah, you sound alright, Subaru. Thanks to how the Thunder Emperor took off, the generator slid out of the truck bed, taking the bumper with it. It's now sitting right in the middle of the launch complex. With the laser gun now unusable, Super Gun Build 1 has switched to battery power. The laser mount is useless now. There won't be any more power. I have to hurry. I input the advance command. I close the distance between us. I mean, it's just gonna do the same shit again. Or at least I tried to, but Kaminagi is too fast. While I lumber forward, she can run in circles and retreat diagonally. Sidestep and retreat. The fact that Kaminagi can do both at once means it must have amazing leg maneuverability. But it's not working, and why did I do that? For Misane and Kimijima, if they can just buy 10 minutes, they can make Project Atom a success. They obviously have the overwhelming advantage in terms of machine specs. There's no reason for them to fight. We predicted the situation in our strategy meeting. They also know that we can't just attack the rocket either. They're toying with us.
あんまりがっかりさせないでよ、ミサネ。
Despite my taunts, Kaminagi shows no signs of changing tactics.
こちら天王寺です。瀬宮所長は無事保護しました。
Nice. But upon hearing Naisan's report, Akiho gasps. What about everything else? That's also very important here. What's the status on, you know, yeah, that.
瀬宮所長は無事保護しました。
The command center I'm currently in is eerily silent.
指令センターは制圧しました。テロリストはあなたたちと戦っている最中の瀬宮美咲以外全員自殺。
Oh, okay, all right. We were prepared for a firefight, but in the end, we didn't face a single terrorist on the way here.
それでロケットの打ち上げ阻止は？
ごめんなさい。何度試してもここからの打ち上げ中止コマンドを受け付けないんです。
So what do we do? We're kind of fucked now all of a sudden.
何それ？どういう？わからない。
No matter what we do, it won't listen to our commands. We asked Chief Senomiya, goddamn, about how to deal with it, and even called the others back at the airport, but no luck.
VAB の横に大型ロケットの発射管制塔があったはず。そこは？
その管制塔は今回使われていない。
Chief Senomiya holds up his own Pokecom and speaks.
お父さん、無事でよかった。
In response to Akiho's words, Chief Senomiya manages to muster a smile. When we charged in here, he was tied up and gagged. He was bound like that for the entirety of the last 2 days, yet he still manages a smile to put his daughter at ease. Dads really are super strong.
あのロケットの発射管制システムはイプシロンと同じようにモバイル管制で行われているはずだよ。でも担当者だった藤代君の PC はオンラインパスをブロックされてアクセスできなくなっている。
現在の権限者は君島公になっています。面白い話をしているわね。
Oh. An unfamiliar voice rings out from my Pokecom speaker. Is this Senomiya Misaki? I glance at Chief Senomiya's face. He has such a sad look in his eyes.
でもこれでわかったでしょ。あなたたちにロケット打ち上げは阻止できないわ。スメラギを無力化したのは大したものだったけれど、でもこれまでよ。あなたたちにもう手はない。
Yeah, you're kind of right, actually.
そこで打ち上げを見届けなさい。
The members of the Robotics Club are at a loss for words, excuse me. And I have to be the bearer of even worse news.
カイト君、アキホちゃん、ロボ部の皆さん、あなたたちはこの瞬間、陽動部隊ではなくなりました。世界を救えるのは、文字通り、そこにいるあなたたちだけです。
How the fuck are we supposed to do that? Please forgive us adults for not being able to take responsibility for putting this heavy burden on you all.
どういう結論を出すにしても、私は、あなたたちの選択に従います。ここで逃げても、誰も、あなたたちを責めたりはし。
ちょっと静かにしてくんないかな、ナエさん。
I'm caught off guard.
逃げるって、そんな真似するわけないでしょ。俺はさ、ここに全員一になるために来たんだ。ミサネートの7年ぶりの決着をつけなきゃ、このたぎった気持ちは収まらないんだよ。
ヤシオ君。濡れる。
What the fuck,
実
dude?
にナンセンスですが、おおむね同意します。
人にはやらなきゃならない時があるってな。これ豆知識。
はい。
Again, that's kind of been like their whole thing this entire game. Even at their wits' end, when things quite literally seem impossible, they still pull something out of their ass and come out pretty successful.
お姉ちゃんを倒そう。
そうこなくちゃ。
Ah, these kids are something else. They're so strong. None of them are losing to this insane pressure. They're all fighting while believing in what they all built together.
健闘を。
アキホ、
ごめん、お父さん。
無事で。
Chief Senomiya says as he taps the logout button. There's nothing else we can do. All that's left is to believe in the Robotics Club. Everyone, please don't lose. Well, we're trying not to, at least. Okay. We'll save it again. And I guess we'll see what wild-ass gaming methods we can perform here. Let's not, quit the game like I almost did, but yeah, let's get back to it. After hearing Naisan's report, I bite down hard on my lip. Either the rocket launches first or Super Gun Build 1 runs out of power.
X-5 分です。
よう、話は聞かせてもらったぜ。C 部隊の出番はなさそうだな。
突入してきて、ドク。もうなりふり構ってられないもん。
了解だ。待ってな。
ヤシオ先輩、何か策があるんですか？
あるわけないでしょ。
As per usual. Even now, I just keep advancing, turning a little, and advancing again. I repeat that over and over. But Kaminagi is gaining distance faster than I can move.
でしょうね。
そんなスバル君の秘策を聞かせてくれないかな。
ありません。残念ながら。
だと思ったよ。
Very unlike Subaru.
足のモーター出力を全開にしてスピードアップするとかできない？無茶ぶりにも程があるでしょ、上皇。プログラムで対応できるってレベルじゃねえぞ。
Yeah, that's a physical limit.
頑張るアクセルインパクト用の変形機構をつけておくべきだったよ。
あの短時間じゃ変形機構なんてつけるのは無理です。
ジュン、何か使える必殺技とか。さすがにないよ。アイリー、雷とか落ちてこないかな。今日は予報だとにわか雨も降りません。
とにかく近づくしかない。
Yeah, it's quite literally all up to us. My only hope is to get in and use the pile bunker. Advance. But Kaminagi keeps gaining distance. I feel like a sheepdog. All I can hope to do is carefully choose my route so that I can maybe force Kaminagi into a corner. But Misane can see right through me, and since it's so slow, Super Gun Build 1 can't even come close to an actual sheepdog. Suddenly Kaminagi stops. I thought I'd force it into the, in front of the Vab's door, but it suddenly drops its hips. And comes charging straight at me.
Aki!
Damn. I really wonder why she's doing that all of a sudden. She really didn't have to. Slow-mo brings the world to a crawl. I try to aim the pile bunker at Kaminagi as it approaches me. However, it's too fast? Or what's going on? Even though my inputs are fast and accurate, the robot speed is as slow as ever. This is extremely frustrating. Entering slow-mo makes Super Gun Build 1's speed stand out all the more to the point of pissing me off. My brain and lungs are desperate for oxygen, but they refuse to breathe. My hands and feet are freezing cold, but the inside of my chest is on fire. My bodily instincts are screaming that I'm in danger, but my fighting game instincts tell me to take down my opponent, moving my fingers. And yet... So that's like 6 times in a row now, right? Kaito's poor goddamn heart. I knew it. It wasn't enough. Thanks to the sudden mix-up, the pile bunker completely whiffs. Kaminagi slips past my side, puts space between us in a flashy manner, and stops right in front of Sumeragi's wreckage.
今、雷は攻撃できるタイミングだったのに。
カウンターを警戒してるんだと思う。雷がどれだけ機動力があっても、攻撃を当てる瞬間にはその足は止まっちゃうから、その瞬間にならダメージ覚悟のカウンターを狙えるんだけど、それを嫌ってる。お姉ちゃん、そこに君島公はいるの？
私が君島公よ。
何を？
管制システムを奪いたいなら私を殺すしかない。
Kaminagi tears the front leg off of the wreckage of Sumeragi and raises it up. It removes the armor and transforms the leg into a giant sword, the same height as Kaminagi. Now it looks even more like a knight, but she still shows no intention of attacking me. As long as I don't move, she won't move either. And that seems to be the plan. She's still playing the waiting game. Does she really want to slaughter 5 billion people that badly? No, not really, but I'm here chipping away at years and years of my lifespan just to fight her. And in the end, I still can't beat her. I still can't win against Misane. Is she going to keep toying with me like she always has all the way until the end? Was everything I did over the last 7 years all for nothing? Is Misane still out of reach? Uh-oh, who are we following now? Yashio Senpai and Kaminagi stare each other down. Just as, say what now? Next to me punches the steering wheel in frustration. Molest teacher? Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're with Frau. I call from a number I don't recognize pops up on my Pokecom. Whose number is this again? I stopped to think for a second. Wait, yeah, it's Sawada.
古氷、こんな時にふざけてるんじゃない。
じゃなくて、沢田くんから連絡来たこれ。
Yeah, I kind of forgot about him. He's quite literally our trump card.
間に合ったか。待たせたな。こちらで君島港を消滅させるためのウイルスを用意した。DG297 サードエディションバージョンと連動するように作ってある。ただし効果を発揮させるためには条件を満たさなければならない。
I like that he didn't even want to actually say the entirety of the name that he designed for the app that he designed.
AR の君島港本人の姿が映っている時のみだ。一度作用さえすればそれで片はつく。以上だ。あとは任せたぞ。
LOL, what? Did he seriously make us wait for 10 years and then that's all he had to say? But I guess that's what makes Sawada-kun so adorable. Sawada-kun, you're so cute, Sawada-kun. What the fuck? The guy can't be interested in the opposite sex. His co-workers definitely thinks he's gay. That's my women's intuition speaking. Don't we have something we need to do right now?
胸のハッチを何とかしてこじ開けるしかありません。
でも、向こうからは仕掛けてこないし。
それを使えばミサネを殺さずに済む。
Yeah, but there's still the very glaring barrier here. Whoa, Yashio Senpai is Terra motivated. Yeah, Sawada-kun lectured me about how to integrate the virus into the system beforehand. What of it?
組み込むのはすぐだけど、再起動が必要な件。その間はスーパーガンツク1は動かせなくなるわけだが。
かかる時間は？
だいたい1分。
それだけあったらやられちゃう。でも向こうもじっとしてます。
気づかれなければ再起動している間も膠着状態が続くはずです。向こうからはきっと仕掛けてきません。
I begin to work on integrating the virus as the conversation continues. I know for sure that Yashio Senpai will do it, even if it means pushing himself a little too hard.
そのゲーム乗ってやるよ。
Just like how he saved me and Gun Barrel before.
それにかけよう。コナちゃん、再起動よろしく。
See, told you so. It's also predictable that I automatically grin.
でも、カイ、もしバレたら。
打ち上げ時刻までは。
I mean, she's still listening in on the conversation, no? Or was that because of the call that was with their father, with the Senomiya father? Because he still was using, he wasn't using this app. All this flirting between Yashio Senpai and Prez Senpai is making me jealous. As I think about how much I want to join in, I furiously tap away at the Pokecom resting on my knees. Program updating complete. Frau-chan is such a genius. Time for the system reboot. During the next minute, nobody will be able to do anything. All we can do is wait.
カイ、安心して。この1分、カイのことはうちらが守る。
Prez Senpai said we. It's kind of embarrassing, but it makes me a little happy.
じゃあキルバラシステムダウンするお。
Upon declaring that, I tapped my Pokecom as if I was sending a prayer. The kill ballad system on my Pokecom looks like it's frozen. It's not working. For the next minute, I can't move Super Gun Build 1 at all. I'm totally defenseless. Yeah, this is going to be a long 1 minute. My fingers are trembling. I clench my fists to try and force them to stop shaking. A wheezing sound comes from the back of my throat. Both my body and mind want more air. My chest throbs in pain like it's being crushed. My pulse is still hammering out of control. My entire body is drenched in sweat. I can feel the blood vessels in my body pulsating. It feels like the blood inside me is boiling. Each pulse feels like I'm being stabbed with countless needles, all smaller than a grain of salt. Like any minute now, they'll all burst open and drown me in my own blood. A feeling like I'm losing my mind. I repeatedly clench and unclench my hands, over and over. I keep doing it until the trembling stops. There are bottles of fruit sour melon all over the floor. I pick one up, crack the seal, and drain it down in one gulp. It's only then that I realize my throat was dry this entire time. The refreshing melon taste fills my mouth. It's quiet. I take a peek outside through the viewing window. Kaminagi remains still. Has she not noticed? Don't notice. Please don't notice. If she does, it's over. I hate that all I can do is pray. Come on, hurry up. This 1 minute feels like an eternity. Uh-oh. Kaminagi takes a single step toward me. That might be Misane's way of testing the waters. She wants to see how I will react. I check my Pokecom. The system still hasn't rebooted. I have no idea how many seconds are left, which means all I can do is just sit here. Kaminagi takes a second step. This time, it seems much more confident. I still can't move. Then Kaminagi slowly raises the giant blade it's holding and braces its legs. A third step, she begins to charge. She's coming straight at me. Kaminagi's movement is nothing like that of a robot's. Misane, are you looking at me? Are you thinking about thrashing me with some powerful combo? I sit down firmly in my seat. What's Akiho up to? What is she doing? Akiho drives her scooter between Super Gun Build 1 and Kaminagi. Does she really think a scooter can stop that thing? You're just gonna get yourself killed. Akiho. Kaminagi responds unexpectedly. Despite being mid-charge, it pitches forward and comes to a complete stop. Right in front of Akiho. About 5 meters away from her. Is Misane still somewhere in there? Just then, multiple trucks come driving into the launch complex. They push forward as though to shield me. The trucks stop in front of Kaminagi. It's Doc's Unit C. They're honking up a storm.
System 再起動。
Oh, we're back online, baby. I hold my Pokecom up to chest height. The boot screen displays for a few seconds and then returns to the camera feed. Down at my feet, I can see Akiho and the trucks, and in front of me is Kaminagi. Akiho and the trucks retreat from between Misane and I, almost like a receding wave. In their place, I advance. 1 step, 2 steps. There's nothing in my way anymore. And we probably have like 30 seconds to a minute left of battery. Kaminagi sees me start to move and begins retreating, putting more distance between us again. You're still running? I grit and grind my teeth. Can one of the trucks like help us out here? I shout out.
あんたのライトスタッフはどこ行ったんだ。言っとくけどな、俺はもう昔の俺じゃない。ミサネなんかには負けないからな。だから逃げるな、チキン。
They stop. Kamanagi's retreating legs stop. Kamanagi goes still.
勝負だ。全一は俺がもらう。
カイ、
She spoke.
あなたが私に勝つつもりでいるなんてとんだお笑いだわ。
Oh yeah, we're bringing out her competitive spirit, which in turn is also just bringing her out. A chill runs down my spine. This is it. This is the Misane that only I know.
だったら潰しに来なよ。昔みたいに。
Advance command.
年取って守りに入った？そんなの見さねえじゃないね。攻めてきなよ。澄ました顔して容赦なくパーフェクト勝ちしてくるようなエグさをもう一度見せてみなよ。見さねえわ。テレビに出て愛想振りまくタイプじゃないだろ。
Advance command.
近所の幼馴染の男の子、ゲームで容赦なくコテンパンにする大人げない女だったでしょ。
Okay, not to ruin the moment or anything, but like, this is very important. Where the fuck is the music volume? Okay, we're at 2. We're going down to 1. Sorry. Hope you guys understand.
敵の悪い妹に容赦なく平凡だって言い放って這い上がってくるのを期待してるド S の姉ちゃんでしょ。女子のくせにロボットアニメ好きで、こんなど田舎でマジで巨大ロボットを作っちゃおうと思って周りを巻き込んで実行に移す、そんなバカ女でしょうが。
Advance command. Kamanagi was retreating before, but now it's advancing. We're about 10 meters apart. She'll be in range within the next step. My pile bunker's range, that is. But I'll also be in range of her blade.
カイ、これ以上好き放題言うと潰すわよ。
Now you gotta love the fucking chaos. The chaos head noise. Jesus Christ. I'm getting hyped. A smile automatically forms on my face. This is the same high I get when I'm facing a real tough opponent. It's almost like a drug trip. That sensation of my brain juices overflowing gets me as fired up as humanly possible. Of course, Misane was the first person to teach me this feeling.
やってみろよ。
For the last 7 years, I've dreamed of beating her. This ridiculously trivial dream. It won't do anything for me in the long run. It's entirely for my own self-satisfaction. But even still, this is my dream. I've come this far just for this. Advance command. I take a step. The last step. Okay, last step. And we'll do one last save and get the music volume back to where that was. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock this one. And I'll save it again here. Probably don't even need to lock it. Just the guide wants me to be super careful, you know? Misane does the same. She doesn't try to retreat. Now that's the Misane I know.
見さねえ。
この
Well, I'm glad we were able to pull her a little bit out of there. Kamanagi leaps into the air. Its body is about level with my cockpit. It's already swinging its blade down. Hang in there, paper armor. This is a true 1v1 now. God damn. The cockpit trembles. The impact feels like my head got bashed in with a hammer.
Aki!
Here we go. The 7th slow-mo. I think. In a row. Time slows to a crawl. Despite my slow-mo, Kamanagi's blade starts tearing into the cockpit. I can see the giant blade of death approaching my body. In less than 5 seconds, my body is going to be cut into pieces. The intense pain is already enough to make me want to writhe in agony. I feel blood start to trickle from my forehead. Even the pain is being stretched out. It's like my whole body is being twisted. Like I'm being ripped apart. All 5 of my senses are preoccupied with the pain. But none of that matters. You stopped, didn't you? You stopped moving, Misane. Lose the battle to win the war, eh? The the blade sinks into Super Gun Build 1's body. As long as she holds onto it, Kamanagi can't move. With this, I feel like grinning from ear to ear as I punch in the command. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Eat this, pile bunker. Oh, no command that I have to perform here. I swiftly input the command. Perfect. No misinputs. It's over. However, Kaminagi does something I didn't expect. It's like she knew what I was thinking. She lets go of the blade. Yeah, it's not like she had to hold on to that shit. She can, let go of it to move. I exit slow-mo. The pile bunker whiffs. And Kaminagi lands on the ground. It's thanks to her swift thinking that I'm not dead, but still. Did she read my moves? I'm not done yet. I hurriedly punch in an advanced command. Super Gun Build 1's thick leg takes a step forward. I'm virtually on top of Kaminagi. An advance at this range is effectively a kick. Or at least it should have been. Kaminagi once again reacts with insane timing and precision. As soon as it lands on the ground, it smoothly leaps backward. After dodging the kick, she tries to gain distance again. Uh-oh. She's gaining distance. Kaminagi is getting away. 10 meters. 20 meters. She's using her high jump to flee. If she gets away now, I won't get another chance. Think. Your next move. While advancing, Super Gun Build 1 slightly leans forward. That's it. My trump card. I've got a single attack that'll work in this 1 to 2 second window.
Aki!
Okay, 8th time, and maybe the last, hopefully. Yeah, there was that, use if you have to move that Doc was talking about, right? As soon as I shout, the world goes silent. I find myself in an icy world devoid of all heat. Kaminagi is right in front of me. It's currently in midair after performing one of its high jumps. There's 20 meters between us. My pile bunker can't cover that distance, with one exception.
使えるのは一度きりだ。しかも使っちまったら、パイルバンカー自体が無力化しちまう。
Right now, in this moment, I can land the hit. My Super Gun Build 1's gun barrel all-out attack. Oh, here we go. This is it. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. God damn it. Oh, it's not too long, but still. I just don't want to make a mistake. All the way to the end, I was being super cautious. Here we go. Let's see how this all works. The flow of time resumes. Before me is Kaminagi. I'm locked and loaded. The command's already been input. Now go. Interesting animation here. What the fuck? The pile bunker launches at high speed. God fucking damn it. Hold on. No. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right. The pile bunker launches at high speed, but once it extends out of its casing, it doesn't stop. It becomes a flying spear. No, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it right. This is Gunvarel's ultimate rocket punch. It easily covers the over 20-meter distance to Kaminagi, who is currently incapable of moving midair. Nice. With its much smaller stature, Kaminagi collides with the punch in midair, loses its balance, and crashes down to the ground. Even the Gunval Ankh Striker isn't powerful enough to break through its armor, but that hit definitely hit home. Kaminagi's one decisive weakness, the fact that the pilot hatch is on the front and said hatch is connected directly to the monitor. It's now dented inward. I shot my rocket punch right at the spot on the hatch weakest to blunt force. With a hit like that, it's no surprise that it got dented. Okay, and we will get the music back up to regular volume. Yeah, as you guys can guess, it's just copyright avoidance and all that. Yeah, I don't want to have to continuously talk just to try and avoid that problem, so, Super Gun Build 1 has stopped moving. I don't care. I don't need this robot anymore. Your move, Misane. Your eyes, your cockpit monitors should be busted, which means you only have one option. Kaminagi's hatch opens. The cockpit is exposed. And there, clad in a tight black pilot suit, is Misane. She slowly removes and tosses aside her cracked helmet. Her long hair blows in the wind.
お姉ちゃん
Her eyes. They're looking straight up at me. The fighting spirit in those eyes is as strong as ever, even with her sight crushed, and even with the hatch wide open.
X マイナス30秒
With less than 30 seconds remaining until launch, she's still more than willing to fight. In fact, she looks kind of angry. She's probably pretty upset that she took a hit from the opponent she underestimated. Excuse me, that's right. She's not the smart, calm, and beautiful girl that appears on TV. The Misane that the world sees is not the real one at all. I know who she is. She's that terrifying wall that stands in front of me. The woman who would show me no mercy, crushing me without a second thought. She was a truly cold show-off who would always beat my ass and kick my corpse right after. I don't know if that's like our last tip or anything. Corpse kicking in fighting games to cancel one's victory pose and attack the downed opponent who has already lost, similar to teabagging. Love it. We know what these are. Yeah, honestly, I don't think we have all of the tips because some of them are only obtainable through the geotags, and there's a possibility that I missed one of them. Though it looks like we have all of them. Yeah, I'm looking at all, so unsure there, but we'll get back to that later. A truly immense wall. The very same wall that I sought to overcome. The wall I've always wanted to climb over. Ahaha. Hello there, sir.
君島湖捕捉した
There he is, hovering over Misane. Kimijima is like some kind of ghost.
X マイナス20秒
Yeah, we need to hurry up
ヤ
here.
シオさん
ヤシオ先輩ヤシオ
先輩
ヤシオくん
This is the end. I'll bury the dead here and now.
カキさん
Is there one more fucking, like, input that we gotta do? I don't think so. But what do we gotta do now? Does it have to be in slow-mo? Time goes still. I focus my aim. The fingers that were shaking only moments ago are now completely still. My heart is strangely calm. 20 seconds left. I can already picture victory in my mind. Now, it's time to unleash the finishing blow. God damn it, there actually is one more. Just one fucking thing. Alright. Virus fire. It's like a shock to the system. The flow of time still hasn't gone back to normal. During slow-mo, all sounds should be gone. Yet in this soundless world, just now I swear I could hear Misane's voice.
ありがとう
Misane. She's smiling. A calm, happy smile. She's looking at me and smiling. Long ago, back when I was still a kid, she gave me that same gentle smile when we'd play in Uchigaoka Park, waiting for a rocket launch. Misane. Well, she should be free now. Kimijima should be gone, hopefully, maybe. Sound returns to my world. The virus is shaped like a missile in AR. It flies straight into the cockpit of Kaminagi. Misane shouldn't be able to see it, and yet she doesn't avert her gaze. It's like she's accepting the attack from herself. She doesn't move a single inch. She simply continues to smile. What a lovely look on that guy's face.
君島港に直撃完成は電源車君島港じゃなくなってますライさん
Yeah, we gotta shut that thing down, like, right now.
停止
I set my gaze on the black one sitting on launch pad 1. Everyone holds their breath, waiting to see what happens.
間に合ったどうなったの
These few seconds feel like an eternity.
X プラス10秒
Nice. I think we did it.
プラスっていうことはこちら天王寺です打ち上げ中止コマンド通りました
Nice. There we
ロケットは
go.
飛びません作戦成功ですやったよカイ
What about Misane? I look down at the fallen Kaminagi, and inside of its open cockpit, Misane lies limp, unconscious. Right next to her stands a calm and composed Kimijima. Even as his body is crumbling and falling apart, looks like the virus is working. Yet for some reason, Kimijima is smiling calmly, just like Misane earlier. His voice is by no means loud, but I can hear it clearly from my Pokecom.
あと少しだったのに。残念だよ。でも、これで終わりじゃないと思うな。すぐに、第2、第3の僕が、世界のどこかに現れるだろうから。
What?
今回はたまたま、君たちの行動がうまくいったけど、毎回そうなるとは限らない。
それでも。
I didn't think my words would reach him, but I can't not say it.
正義はきっと勝つらしいよ。
そうなのかい？
はあ。もう半世紀以上も前からさ、歴代のロボットアニメが俺たちにそう教えてくれてたじゃない。だから間違いないって俺たちの部長が言ってた。
なるほど。そうなのかもしれないね。
Or at least right this time, right? He murmurs with a somewhat bitter smile on his face. And so Kimijima fades back into the dust from whence he came. Beautiful. Akiho nearly trips over herself running up to Kaminagi's cockpit. She gently places her ear against Misane's chest.
生きてる。ねえ、カイ、お姉ちゃん、無事だよ。
My head is throbbing. Our cockpit has been mangled and ravaged. If I acted just a second later, I would have been sliced clean in half. I wipe the blood flowing from my forehead with my hand. My heart is beating so intensely that I feel like it could burst at any moment. My whole body is numb. I can't even hold up my Pokecom. I sprawl out on top of the seat and take deep breaths. I don't really feel anything over becoming number 1, but I am satisfied that I beat Misane. I absent-mindedly gaze out at the horizon through my Pokecom.
さあ、帰ろう。みんなが待ってる。
The last 3 days, as long and turbulent as they've been, have finally come to an end. Damn. And we got the achievement, I am Zenichi. Win the last match without, I guess, any issues or whatever it said. I don't know. The wind feels amazing. It honestly feels like the wind never stops blowing on Tanegashima. The trailer with Super Gun Build 1 loaded on it advances slowly down the national highway. No cars in sight. Compared to Michi driving the Thunder Emperor, Doc's driving is infinitely more comfortable. We're riding along with the robot in the cargo bed, but we feel no fear. We don't have the energy for that. With the battle over, everyone's completely exhausted. I'm bleeding from my head and my whole body hurts like it'd been torn to shreds thanks to the repeated slow-mo uses, almost 10 of them straight. Said successive attacks have completely busted me up. I had the craziest nosebleed earlier. If I don't get some serious rest, I'm probably gonna die. Thanks to the missile blasts, both Juna and Irie's clothes, faces are covered in soot, Well, I can't complain too much considering Super Gun Build 1 is more banged up than all of us combined. The body's been crushed and ripped wide open. The end of the left pile bunker has been pulverized. The right pile bunker flew off somewhere and still has yet to be recovered. All things considered, this papier-mâché robot did a pretty damn good job. We left cleanup at the TNSC to Mr. Senomiya. Right now, the guys from JAXA are headed over, so they've got it handled. We left the wreckage of Sumeragi and Kaminagi at the Osaki Launch Complex. The police will recover them at a later date. Black 1 did not get to launch into space. In the end, we managed to save the entire world. Not that I was trying to be a hero or anything. I'm just not a fan of when things get all loud and crazy.
アキちゃん、いろいろありがとう。
え？何が？
例のスイッチのこと、ためらわずに押してくれたでしょ。
Well, she did hesitate that one time, though.
押すたびに胸が痛かったけど、カイが信じてくれたから。
だからありがとう。 アキちゃんのこと信じてよかったよ。
でももう二度とあんな無茶はダメだよ。
お前ら、ツイポ見ろ。見てください。
What's going on there? Frau's looking at her Pokecom when she suddenly raises her voice at us.
すごい祭りになってる件について。
祭り？
I know she wants us to check it out on our Pokecoms, but I'm seriously too dead to even do that.
なんて書いてあるの？
称賛の声ばかりですよ。
Oh yeah? Subaru's sitting in such a way as to protect his leg. He starts explaining things to us.
よくやったとか、ブラボーとか。
長深田先生がずっとニコ生で配信してましたよね。
いいか、よく覚えとけ。先生はな、映像で記録するのが趣味なんだ。これ豆知識な。
うるせえぞ光彦、お前の話はくどいんだ。
I guess I can also relate because, guess what I do on YouTube, or for YouTube? Doc shoots his sharp reply at Michi from the driver's seat.
先生って面白い人ですね。
Nai-san cheerfully laughs alongside Irie.
で、その配信を見てた100万人くらいの人たちがツイポからお祝いコメントを書いてくれてるんです。
I'm surprised that there was that much reach that we were able to
100
perform
万人集まる
here.
とか異常。そんな生配信見たことないっつうか。
多分ほとんどの人は状況を理解してないみたいでしょうが、中には特撮映画のプロモーションだと思ってる人もいるみたいで。
本当に映画みたいでしたからね。
I have no idea if the live stream will help or not, but some of the chaos around the world should die down now. Kimijima Ko, the mastermind behind everything, is gone. I turn my eyes toward Misane, still asleep, leaning against Michi's shoulder. She has yet to wake up since the battle. It's possible that she may never wake up again.
ねえ、カイ、うちがアネモネ号事件で意識不明になってた時、お姉ちゃんはずっとうちの手を握っててくれたんだ。
Akiho gazes lovingly at her sister's face.
だからうちもお姉ちゃんが目覚めるまでずっとそばにいたい。
That's fair.
でね、
That is fair.
お姉ちゃんが起きた時にこう伝えるの。
And when she wakes up, I'll tell her that she's going to jail.
お姉ちゃんが大好きだよって。
ああ。
Yeah, I would be very surprised if she would not, have some legal problems here to deal with. Both Akiho and I wanted to bring Misane to the hangar. In order to protect us, she chose to become the enemy of the entire world. That's a crime that can never be forgiven. But after 7 long years, she's finally home. The place where the Robotics Club was born. We wanted to bring her to the abandoned airport just one more time. Silence has returned to Nakatane. It hasn't changed much from when we left. But now everyone should know that the threat is gone. Did everyone who evacuated head back home? We haven't encountered a single car on the way back. Where did everyone go? It all clicks the moment we arrive at the old airport. They're all waiting for us, aren't they? Yep. There's the space candy guy.
声が聞こえなかった？
おーい！
あ、私も聞こえました。
滑走路の方からですね。
あれ見て。
Akiho leans out from the cargo bed and points straight ahead. God damn. And we got all the CGs. There we go. Right there. Everyone had gathered there. Everyone was waiting for us. They were there smiling, ready to welcome us home. The Robotics Club and the Super Gun Build 1 that we had built. Little kids, students from our school, men and women, grandpas and grandpas. JAXA employees, Subaru's dad, my parents, the vice principal, Mr. Candy. Everyone is waving at us. I mean, after all the shit that they got from this whole fucking island, after everything at school, everything, to having their help and now their support, oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
うちらには帰れるところがあるんだ。こんな嬉しいことないよね。ああ、あきほちゃん、それ有名なセリフですよね。
お前らみんなに手を振り返してやれ。
おーい、おー
I'm surprised Juna's the first one to really be the one to jump out here.
だが断る。
ただいま
ねえお姉ちゃん、あんなにたくさんの人たちがうちらに言ってくれてるよ。おかえりって聞こえてたらいいな、お姉ちゃんにも。
Damn, that's nice. Credits roll? I think, yep. Oh, wait, no, hold on.
俺たちの夢は、俺たちのロボは、
Uh-oh.
みんなの希望になってたよ。みんなの笑顔を守れたよ。
All right, there we go. There we go, gamers. I have absolutely no idea how long this took us to finish. These episodes were so freakishly long, but we fucking made it, gamers. We fucking made it. I'll show the credits here. Fuck it. You guys aren't listening to this music, though. Sorry. Oh, man. What a ride, honestly. This was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people... It's this and Chaos Head that people say, like, you know, little iffy. People say that Chaos Head has such the importance that it does, and that is true, so it's like a necessary one to go through. But it's like, then there's this one, which has always, like, truly been on the back burner for me. Never really gave it too much thought. But this was fun. This was a good-ass time. It really was. And I'm not really into, like, mecha anime or anything of the sort. This was just genuinely a very fun story. And I think a lot of people can agree. I just think the problem that a lot of people have with it is pacing. The pacing is a little iffy. But whenever you have a story that is very unlike... Or let me rephrase. When you have... this whole direction here that is unlike the other science adventure titles in which we have a mystery to solve, sort of. Yeah, it's going to be a little different. And yeah, there is some crazy science adventure stuff that pops up, especially here at the end, which is really where that pacing kind of fluctuates. It's still a good-ass time, and I think there were excellent payoffs, truly. I think that's a great way to sum up the pacing here, is that, yeah, while it is a little sucky, the payoffs are so worth it, and the characters are also so much fun to follow along with. They really are science adventure series characters, very similar to what we see out of, I would probably say most relatable is the Steins Gate group, but everybody here was really enjoyable. It took some time with a couple of them. I think Juna and Frau were like ones that it really did take some time to get used to them, but I think Frau more than all the others. But yeah, I eventually I liked everybody. Everybody was very enjoyable to follow along with. I'm glad everybody had their story to tell. I'm glad that everything kind of had a bit of a purpose, even so some things seem silly at times, such as the routes, how they kind of just strayed off for a little bit from, you know, us doing the flags and all that. But I don't know, I can't complain. This was a fun time. And I should really look up when I uploaded the first episode of this, because I am curious, how long did this take us? I know it didn't take us too long. I uploaded the first episode on May 24th, and this is going up on September 4th, so not too bad. And I took like a half-month break from recording videos in the middle here, so there's also that. And I was also recording other stuff, so not bad at all. These episodes were also really long, so I haven't done that in a while. I know Steins Gate and Chaos Child, I definitely did that just because I didn't want to have to upload so many episodes. This was basically my way of unhealthily pushing myself to make the playthrough go by a little faster. But yeah, not going to do that for a while again. I think I'm doing that with Higurashi a little bit, but I'm definitely going to slow everything back down because Jesus Christ, this is like really time consuming and it takes a lot of energy. It's probably better to separate these into smaller episodes too, more digestible for everybody, and obviously better on my part. This was also hard to do during the summertime. Of all seasons that I chose to do this, the summer was probably not the best season to do these long recording sessions through, but whatever. Okay, thank God we got through that loud-ass song. Do we have any sort of epilogue here? I'll be kind of disappointed if we don't. I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. So that is Akiho's ending. There we go, yep. I don't think there's anything else for us to gain here. We got all the CG. We actually got all the tips. Wow, all right, cool. I didn't think we would. All right. We definitely didn't get all the geotags. If I load up the Steam overlay real quick. Let's see. My achievements. Damn, Steam changed their thing recently, and I actually have no idea how to navigate it at times. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have to win all the Kill Ballad matches, which means I had to get that bad ending. And then there's a hidden achievement, which I think I can look into here. Oh, just complete robotics notes. I guess I just didn't complete robotics notes? Okay. You know what? I probably think it is related to getting all the geotags. I think that is a very big important bit to it. So, oh well. I'm not really for like doing 100% runs on games, even visual novels. I think I got it out of Chaos Head because I was that close. And any others that just kind of give you achievements just for playing the game or reading the visual novel, I'll also get those. You definitely don't have it in Steins Gate or Chaos Child. I think Chaos Child's pretty easy to get that one too. I just don't want to go back to it. I'll see how close I am here. If it's worth it, then why not? If it's not, then never mind. I'll just stay without my 2 achievements or whatever. It's really whatever. I don't care. But yeah, there we go, gamers. We got through it all. Now, the reason why I'm a little disappointed there is no epilogue is because after the big final fight, I mean, we don't really get anything afterwards. Sure, the whole island is now celebrating our victory and everything, but you know, what next? There's a lot of open-ended stuff, like what's going to happen between Kaito and Akiho, because she obviously loves him, and I'm sure somewhere deep down he has the same feelings for her. It's just that he's a oblivious main character in a mecha anime, so of course he's not going to, you know, recognize those feelings. I feel like there's more to see out of our characters too. I would have liked to see a little bit of wrap up. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of Subaru's story, especially here at the end. I know his father, you know, decided to help out and actually observe his son with the hobby that he really enjoys, and things like that. Their graduation, we don't get any of that, which is a little disappointing. And I'm sure that's where Robotics Notes Dash kind of comes in. I'm sure that kind of comes in to, I guess, expand their stories and tell a whole new one. And of course, there's Daru. Yeah, I'll just flat out say it. Daru is in the next one. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I mean, all of us here playing, we know that Dash was Daru here in the Pokecom tweets, so it's not too big of a surprise to me, at least. I was like, oh, hey, Dash, yeah, Daru. So he's somewhere in this. Why he's here in the next game, I'm not exactly sure, but I guess that's something to find out when we get into playing, you know? So that'll definitely be one. Man, I feel like there's a lot to talk about, because this was a really long one. This was a really long fucking playthrough. It doesn't feel like it because I was able to shorten the episode count, but it's similar to Steins Gate. That was such a long journey, but I also did the same thing years ago when I recorded that, and that was these long-ass episodes. I will say, this is up there for sure. I think, if I had to rank them, I think Chaos Child and Steins Gate are still tied at number 1 for me. They both accomplish things so perfectly that I think that their stories are top of the hill. Maybe Steins Gate edges ahead. I don't know. I'm just going to say they're tied. I will slot Robotics Notes Elite right behind Steins Gate and Chaos Child. I'll give this the second spot. Third spot will now be Steins Gate 0, just because that's a good one. Don't get me wrong. They're all good. I liked all of them. But Steins Gate 0 is just fucking all over the place. Like, Jesus Christ. And then Chaos Head will be in last, probably forever, because that one, while it is good, like I said, all of them are good. It's just so goddamn hard to follow along with Chaos Head. It's got a good mystery and the payoff is nice, but other than that, it's just messy. And I think shock factor is what it tries to rely on for just way too much. But it's also the first one in all of this. They were, you know, dipping their toes in the water, if you will, all those years ago when they started this series. So I'm not saying that any of these are bad, but there are glaring differences in the results, if you will. Now, people do say that Robotics Notes Dash, compared to this Robotics Notes, the original here, is kind of doo-doo, or at least it doesn't perform as well. It doesn't do as much. Specifically from what I've heard, it's just a little bit more shits and giggles. There's a story, but we don't really get much out of, I guess, the story and information to carry on with us in the Science Adventure series until the latter parts of the game. So I will eventually jump into it. I promise that I will circle back to it. I just need to continue my my tradition, if you will, of playing these games out of order. My next Science Adventure series playthrough will be of Anonymous Code, which if you're watching these videos as they come out, this coming out on September 4th, if there's no hiccups, well, I'm starting it a few days afterwards. So be ready for that. Definitely, you know, hit that subscribe button so you guys are ready to go for my playthrough there. That's definitely a very hyped up one, and I really hope that it lives up to the hype, because it's been hard for me to really like stick with the hype. I've been so focused on this and stuff in my personal life, so I have no fucking idea what to expect. I am really going in blind with this one. But now that I have all this knowledge, recently finishing Chaos Head, jumping into this, Steins Gate obviously is very important. I feel more ready than ever to jump into Anonymous Code. Oh, did somebody say Occultic 9? Oh, oh well, fuck that. Anyways, before we wrap up, I just want to give a couple of shout outs if you guys are still around. One to my good friend Mari. She designed the little character that you see in all of the thumbnails. Big thanks to her for accepting that commission and getting that done as quickly as she did. Thank you to Overcodex, one of my longtime patrons on the channel. He actually bought me this game, and he bought me Robotics Notes Dash. So definitely huge thanks to him for, well, I guess giving me that little extra push to play this, because, man, if somebody buys me a game, you know I'm going to have to play it in some sort of way for a playthrough or on my own time or stream it or something. I got to jump into it. And so it was only a matter of time that I jumped into this one. So thank you to Overcodex. Thank you to all of my patrons, all of my YouTube members, and all of you guys for sticking around. I mean, 50 plus episodes of this. Thank you to everybody who has stuck around through a lot of the Science Adventures stuff. Really great to have a lot of you along for these crazy rides. Yeah, truly thank you to all of you for sticking around. And another thank you, I brought this up in the previous episode, I think. Another thank you to all of you who commented along while I was uploading the videos for this playthrough. So I really do appreciate a lot of the help that I get, because the Science Adventure series is one of those that it's like really hard to remember everything, really hard to grasp everything. You bet your ass with, like, you know, me trying to monitor my shit and also provide commentary in the worst way possible and read. Like, I'm struggling with my own shit over here. You guys helping out in the comments is always a lot of fun, and talking with you guys, seeing what you guys have to say, that's always been an enjoyable part of making these playthroughs. So thank you all for commenting. I do read the comments. Nowadays, I don't actually like put the comments into the videos themselves. I kind of just reference them, but I do read them, and I am definitely acknowledging them as best as I can here. So thank you to all of you who commented along. Thank you to all of you who will comment after this playthrough is pretty much, you know, long finished, because I still get comments on old videos and I do read them. I promise you that I read them. If it's a playthrough that I've finished like years ago, I probably won't fully understand them, but I'm there reading the comments as best as I can. So I do appreciate the interactions there, truly. It makes recording these playthroughs all the more worth it, is that interaction with you guys. I think I hit all the nails on the head there. This was a lot of fun. Huge recommendation for sure. Yeah, pacing is definitely a flaw. I will also throw this out. Those 3D models, I will have to say, are very weird, but I like them in the end. It was a charm to this visual novel, and where visual novels kind of all use the same, 2D method. I mean, trying to do things different is welcome. It's risky because not everybody is going to like it, but it's welcomed here, and I thought it worked out pretty good. It's just that I have a feeling that as the years, go by, it won't take too long. Models are going to look more and more iffy as we get used to better 3D models in the world. So that's my only concern, but maybe this is just me thinking a little, too much here. I don't know. I thought that they were nice, though some expressions didn't really match the situations. But besides that, no, there no real problems here. The story was its own. It didn't feel science adventure at times, and at others it did. And I think that was completely okay. It became its own thing, and that's all good. I do wish that things were tied up a little better at the end, but nonetheless, happy with what I went through. Thank you all for watching this episode and my Robotics Notes Elite playthrough. If you enjoyed any of it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe so you guys are ready to go with whatever I jump into next. Cough, cough, anonymous code. And I will see you guys in another video. Thank you all, and have a good one.